Did you know that the S&P 500 index fund has historically returned an average of 10% per year? That's right. Over the long run, this one investment has consistently outperformed many other asset classes. Now, I'm not saying that past performance guarantees future results, because it definitely doesn't, but it does show you the power of index funds. Index funds are like these baskets of stocks that track a specific market index, such as the S&P 500. They've been gaining a ton of popularity recently because they offer investors a simple and effective way to diversify their portfolios and potentially grow their wealth over time. And let me tell you, in 2025, index funds are going to be hotter than ever. Alright, so you're ready to jump into the world of index funds and start building that wealth? That's awesome. But hold on a second, because choosing the right index fund isn't as simple as just picking one and hoping for the best. See, there are tons of index funds out there, each with its own focus, fee structure, and risk profile. It can get seriously overwhelming, especially if you're new to investing. You need to ask yourself some important questions like, what are your financial goals? What's your risk tolerance? And how long are you planning to invest your money for? One of the biggest challenges is that many new investors get caught up in the hype surrounding specific index funds without fully understanding what they're investing in. It's like they hear their friends talking about this hot new tech index fund or that emerging market index fund that's supposed to make them a fortune overnight. But here's the thing, investing based solely on hype or speculation is like playing the lottery with your hard-earned money. You need to do your due diligence, my friends. That means researching different index funds, understanding their underlying assets, and comparing their expense ratios. Because those fees can eat into your returns over time, and we don't want that. And speaking of returns, remember that past performance is not indicative of future results. Just because an index fund has done well in the past doesn't mean it's guaranteed to continue doing well in the future. The market is unpredictable, and there are always risks involved. But by understanding these challenges and taking a strategic approach to choosing index funds, you can increase your chances of making informed investment decisions that align with your financial goals. So are you ready to dive into the top 5 index funds that have the potential to make you richer in 2025? Let's do it. Alright, let's dive into the top 5 index funds that have the potential to make you richer in 2025. Remember, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research. But I've done my homework, and these are the funds I'm excited about. First up, the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, ticker symbol VOO. It tracks the S&P 500, a collection of the largest U.S. companies. Plus, its expense ratio is super low. Next, the Schwab Total Stock Market Index, ticker symbol SWTSX. It tracks the entire U.S. stock market, including small, mid, and large cap companies. And it also has a super low expense ratio. Then, the Vanguard Total International Stock Market ETF, ticker symbol VXUS. It invests in companies outside the U.S., giving you international diversification. And yes, it has a low expense ratio too. Moving on, the Vanguard Real Estate Index Fund ETF, ticker symbol VNQ. This one focuses on real estate investment trusts, or REITs. Lastly, the iShares Core U.S. Aggregate Bond ETF, ticker symbol AGG. Bonds are less risky and provide stability to your portfolio. AGG tracks a broad range of U.S. investment-grade bonds, making it a solid choice for diversification. Chapter 3. This index fund is a game changer. Now, out of all the amazing index funds we just discussed, there's one that I truly believe is a game changer for investors in 2025, and that is the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, also known as VOO. I know, it might seem a bit boring compared to some of the other options out there, but hear me out. The S&P 500 has consistently delivered solid returns over the long run. I mean, we're talking decades of historical data here, people. And while past performance is never a guarantee of future results, the S&P 500 has a proven track record of weathering economic storms and coming out on top. Plus, think about it. The S&P 500 is made up of the 500 largest and most successful companies in the United States. These are the companies that are leading the way in innovation, technology, and global growth. They're the ones that are shaping the future, and by investing in VOO, you're essentially hitching your wagon to their success. But it's not just about the potential for high returns. VOO is also incredibly diversified. By investing in this single ETF, You're getting exposure to a wide range of sectors, including technology, healthcare, financials, and consumer goods. This diversification helps to mitigate risk because if one sector is underperforming, others can help to pick up the slack. And let's not forget about that super low expense ratio I mentioned earlier. With an expense ratio of just 0.03%, VOO is one of the most affordable ways to invest in the stock market. That means more of your money is working for you instead of going towards fees. So if you're looking for a single index fund that has the potential to supercharge your portfolio in 2025 and beyond, I highly recommend checking out the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. Chapter 4. Index Fund Recap: What you need to know. Alright, let's do a quick recap of the index funds we've covered today. First up, we have the OG of index funds, the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, or VEO. This bad boy tracks the S&P 500, giving you exposure to the 500 largest publicly traded companies in the US. It's a great all-around choice for long-term investors looking for growth potential and diversification. Next, we've got the Schwab Total Stock Market Index, SWTSX, which covers the entire US stock market, including small, mid, and large-cap companies. This one's perfect for investors who want to capture the performance of the entire US stock market in a single investment. Then we have the Vanguard Total International Stock Market ETF, VXUS, which invests in companies outside of the US, providing international diversification to your portfolio. This is a must-have for investors looking to reduce their exposure to the US market and tap into global growth opportunities. For those of you interested in real estate, the Vanguard Real Estate Index Fund ETF VNQ is a great option. It invests in REITs, which own and operate income-producing real estate properties, giving you exposure to the real estate market without having to buy physical property. And finally, we have the iShares Core US Aggregate Bond ETF, AGG, which tracks a broad range of US investment-grade bonds. Bonds are generally less risky than stocks and can provide stability to your portfolio, making AGG a solid choice for investors looking to balance out their risk. Remember, these are just a few of the many index funds available in the market. It's essential to do your own research. Consider your investment goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon before making any investment decisions. Chapter 5. What do you think? So there you have it. 5 fantastic index funds that could potentially grow your wealth in 2025. Remember, this isn't financial advice, just me sharing my own personal research and insights. Always do your own due diligence before making any investment decisions. Now, I'm super curious to hear your thoughts. Which of these index funds are you most excited about and why? Let me know in the comments section below. And hey, if you're hungry for more awesome investment content like this, I've got you covered. I've actually created another video where I share some killer investment strategies that can help you reach your financial goals even faster. It's packed with actionable tips and tricks that you can start using today. So what are you waiting for? Head over to my channel and check it out after this video. I promise you won't regret it. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more epic financial content. Outro. Don't forget. Look, I know investing can seem daunting, especially with all the complex jargon and endless options out there. But it doesn't have to be that way. Index funds offer a simple and effective way to invest in the market and potentially grow your wealth over time. Like, seriously, index funds are the closest thing to a set-it-and-forget-it investment strategy that actually works. You're not trying to time the market or pick individual stocks. You're simply investing in the overall performance of a particular market index. And the best part? Index funds are incredibly accessible, even if you're just starting out with a small amount of money.